Hey everybody, it's Cotton here, and I am bringing you some more Splinter Cell. No, this isn't actually another part of the game, or, you know, really another part of the playthrough. I just wanted to have like a bonus episode where I showed off a couple of secret areas and also show off some of the items that were available to you in the game, because I played through this game without knocking anybody out, so I didn't really have much of a use for most of the items. So I want to take this time to kind of show you some of the things that I didn't use and some of the secret areas that I passed up. Now, beginning here right at the beginning of the game, right once you start the training here, the first thing you can do is, well, try to jump up this wall, and you can climb up onto this ledge and you come into a door right here. And I don't believe there is a light switch. Okay, so when you come in here, there is a lockpick. Now, if you remember on this level, you don't actually have any items available except for what they give you for training. But right here, you can pick up a lockpick. And there actually is a purpose to this, which I will show you in a little bit. It's a little further on, so I'm going to cut to where you'll need to be. So I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so you might remember this part right here. It's after you completed this first part of the training course that showed you how to do all of your maneuvering and stuff. You come down the ladder, and Lambert says this.
Good job, Fisher. As soon as you can find a way over the gate, we'll move on to covert ops training.
So you still want to continue on as normal. You want to jump up onto here and make your way to the other side. But instead of going to the garage door, what you actually want to do is come over to this door, and if you try to open it, it's locked. So that is what you use the lockpicks for, and that's why you had to get them. So you can just unlock the door, which, you know, is, yeah, just there we go, you know, yeah, okay. But yeah, you come in here and there's a computer, so you use it and you get a data stick. So let's take a look at it. This is from Grim to Lambert. Lambert, I'm so anxious to see what the super spy of yours can do, so I'll be watching him from the observation platform over the assault course. I've temporarily changed the door code to 5656 to keep anybody from wandering in. If he's as capable as you say, I'm sure we'll do fine in the field. Just don't get too optimistic, old man. Just because the brass gave us the okay to recruit him doesn't mean we're in the clear. We've still got a lot to prove here, and while Fisher may turn out to be the best thing since Audie Murphy, he's still just one man. A single slip-up and the folks upstairs will shut us down faster than a leaking reactor. And as far as your claim that there is no such thing as a secret when Sam Fisher's looking for something, well, I'll believe it when I see it. So, yeah, we have to prove to Grimm that we are actually worth something, and we kind of do that through the training course, I guess, and even more so through the rest of the game. But I will see you guys back at the beginning of the training course. And yes, just so you guys know, you can actually do the training course in reverse order like I just did. You don't have to restart the game in order to get that code and continue on. You can just return back. It completely allows you to. And what you need to do next is jump up onto the other side. Yeah, at the beginning we jumped in on there, over on the other side, and then here we're at the briefing and observation room, and the key code in that data stick was 5656. So you enter it in, and you can come in here, and if you do this before you start the game, for the very first time, you get to meet Grim.
Who are you?
You must be Sam Fisher. I'm Anna Grimm's daughter. Pleased to meet you.
Third echelon lead programmer.
You've done your homework.
Some of it. I'm still a little foggy on my OPSAT.
The Operation Satellite Uplink. Basically just a multi-million tax dollar PDA, but it'll tally everything you'll need to know to complete your missions, so make sure you're comfortable with the interface. No need to introduce yourself. I've already got an earful of your history from Lambert.
I'm not as mean as he says.
On the contrary, the man thinks you should be canonized.
What? The saint of shady causes?
I don't know. How about the saint of well-directed sins?
You were involved with second echelon, right?
Yeah, briefly. I had some ideological differences.
Like what?
It didn't respect the human element.
Were you there for the burnout in 2000?
Yeah. But I don't even have clearance to think about it. Good luck on the course.
And just because I'm pretty sure she gave me a dirty look and she turned her back towards me.
God damn it, Fisher, I went out on a limb to get you recruited for this detail. What the hell are you thinking? You're fired. You're out of the agency. Game over.
Oh, that's too bad. But joking aside, I'll see you guys in the Abattoir mission because there is something I need to show you there. Well, not need to, I just want to. Okay, now if you remember back during the Abattoir mission, I mentioned here that there was a switch that allowed you to open some of these metal gratings right here. That switch is right back here behind these two big pipes. Alright, so there's a small cutscene that kind of shows them checking it out. But what I want to show you is a small bug that I found while I was playing. It's nothing too special, I just kind of thought it was funny and I just want to show you. I mean, it's, you know, the game lets you open these, you know, the metal gratings here, but they really didn't make any programming for these guys to, you know, fall inside it. So if you make some noise and try to get them to fall inside, they don't walk around it. They just kind of walk into it. And it's really funny. So sometimes when they walk through it, they'll just, if they fall and survive, they will just completely bug out and just kind of stand in place or move in place. And sometimes die. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know they died when they were actually in there. Before, when I was playing around with this, they were dying like right as they fell in, but this guy just wanted to wait a little bit.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I just wanted to show you that really quick. And I'll see you guys in a little bit once I get into the minefield, because that's what I really wanted to show you. Yeah, one thing I want to mention is that this guy has a shotgun, and as far as I know, I think he's the only person in the game that actually had one. I don't remember anyone else other than him ever firing at me with a shotgun. I thought I would just kind of mention that because I forgot to do it in the actual game. But I'm cutting really quick once again just to show you something. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright, welcome back everybody. Now, this is in the minefield area of the Abattoir mission. I have taken out everybody so that I won't have anything to worry about while I do this. But if you remember this little watchtower building right there, yeah, it looks like you can go in it. And you can if you couldn't figure it out. But what you need to do is jump onto these barrels that are right here, and then run and jump right to the ledge. And you have to crawl over to the side that has an opening, and you can crawl up and check out inside. So there's a few items in here. There's a couple of flares, there's a med kit, and there's also ammo for both of your guns, the assault rifle and the pistol. You also get a sticky shocker and some frag grenades and another flare. But yeah, that's what I wanted to show you. You can actually get inside here. There's some items, so it's kind of worth your trouble if you decide to do it. And yeah, so there you go. Alright, so now I want to show you some of the items that are available to you. A lot of these, well, there's quite a few of attachments that you can add to your SC-20K, like the ring airfoil round, there's the sticky camera, sticky shocker, smoke grenades, and diversion camera. Now, up first is the ring airfoil round. This is a, just like all of these other ones, it's non-lethal, so when you use it, it doesn't kill them. I don't know where I'm going with this, of course, non-lethal. But the ring airfoil round, it pretty much just knocks them out unconscious. It's just kind of shoots at them very quickly and knocks them out. Now there's two things to note about this item. If you hit them once, you'll just kind of stun them for a little bit, and then you can fire another one and knock them out. So I'll show, let's see, I'll just take that out, get some darkness going. So if you hit them once, it'll do that. You can either run up or knock them out, or you can just fire another one to take them out. But yeah, that's how they work. Now I'm gonna cut and show you something, one more thing about the ring airfoil rounds. Okay, so the next thing to know about the ring airfoil round is that you, if you actually hit them in the head with it, you'll knock them out in one. Granted, you actually hit them in the head. Like so. So if you hit them in the head, it's a one-hit KO. So if you use the other strategy of, you know, just hitting them in the body, you know, what you can do is, you know, just instead of wasting another one, you can just run up and knock them out. So you can run up, knock them out, or you can grab them, or, you know, whatever. That way you still only use one and don't waste any. Okay, and up next is the Sticky Shocker. This pretty much just electrocutes people. Once again, it's another non-lethal item. All you need to do is just shoot it at somebody and it's a one-hit kill. So the Sticky Shockers are one of the more important and useful items in the game, just because it's just one-hit kill and takes them out instantly. Alright, and up next is the Sticky Camera. The Sticky Camera can be pretty... it can be kind of useful, I guess. Not too useful, but what you can do is you can just shoot it, and it sticks to whatever surface you shot it on, and you can, you know, look around. Your night vision and thermal vision is available to you, and this is really all it does. So if you need another angle on something, you can use this to get a look around. One really nice thing about it is that you can pick it up after you use it, and so you can use these pretty much as you want to. Another thing about the Sticky Camera is that you can use it to knock out enemies. If you hit somebody right in the head, you will knock them out. Just like that. One hit kill if you hit them in the head. Well, not kill, one hit knockout if you hit them in the head with the Sticky Camera. Oh yeah, and you can still pick it up afterwards. It kind of bounces off their head, so you might have to search a little bit for it to see where it landed, but yeah, that's what it does. Alright, and up next is the Diversion Camera. Now this is like a Sticky Camera, except it can be used as a distraction and knock people out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot it right here. So it has... it does not have night vision or thermal, but what it does have is a noise function. So it'll make a you know, noise that will attract a guard, but it also has a gas canister where you can release it and you will knock him out. Well, shoot. You're supposed to be able to knock him out. He might not have been close enough. I'm going to try it again on this other guy right up here. So yeah, if somebody's close enough, you can let out the gas, and that should knock him out. Or maybe it doesn't. Yeah, okay, so the item description does say it's supposed to incapacitate. But I think as you've been seeing, it doesn't really work like it's supposed to, which is kind of unfortunate. There's a couple of items in this game that don't really work exactly like they used to. I'll show you what I mean, like with the frag grenades is what I'm talking about specifically. But yeah, if you used a diversion, if you shot a diversion camera but did not release the gas, you can still pick it up. If you use the gas, you can't pick it up. The next item here is the let's get it here, the smoke grenade. Now this isn't just used as cover, it actually knocks people out, so do not use it as cover. So it can knock out multiple enemies, so it's probably best when it's used with, you know, when there's a few people around. But yeah, all you do is you just fire it and it'll knock them out. So as you can see, it has a pretty large radius, so it can take out you know, quite a few people if they're close together. And if you walk through it, yeah, it does hurt you. Okay, and now the next item I want to show you is the camera jammer. And in this episode, during the Chinese embassy episode, I mentioned how this was the first time you got this item, but it was practically useless because there's like only one camera in here and it's not even an issue. I figure I'll still at least just show you what it's like, even though it really never was that useful. You know, you just point it at a camera, and then yeah. I've never actually used this before, so this is my first time trying it out, so I'm sorry for that silence. I guess you only jam it while you still have that bar up in the right-hand corner. So I guess if you want to move past the camera without it seeing you, you have to be pointing at it and you have to be staring at it. So you have to be really careful when you use it.
Damn it, Fisher! That truck was our only chance at a quiet entry into the embassy.
So I go in noisy.
No way! The mission's over. Get out of there.
I've never actually heard him say that before because I've never missed the truck because they give you quite a bit of time to do it. But, well, that's what happens if you don't make the truck. Okay, and the next item I want to show you are the flares. There are two types of flares in this game, the chemical flare and just a regular flare. The chemical flare gives off a small light source, but it can be used to distract enemies. They'll go look at it and check it out. The normal flare, that gives off a bit more light, but it also gives off heat. And the way turrets work is that they fire at heat signatures, so you can actually use a flare to distract turrets, and they'll shoot at it, and you can use that as a chance to run past them without them noticing you, or without turrets shooting at you. So I only showed you the chemical flare, but both of them work exactly the same way, except the chemical flare does not give off a heat signature, so it will not distract turrets. And here, finally, I will show you what I believe is, I believe it's the last item. I believe I've gone through all of them, but this is the Disposable Pick. I know I showed it in the Let's Play, but I'll just put it right here in the video. And, yeah, that's what it does. It's real quick, so if you take, you know, a long time opening locked doors, or if you need to get through a locked door really quick, disposable picks can be really nice because they unlock them pretty much instantly. And this is in the CIA level. This is just a little area you can go into to get some items. This is where the two guys were talking. But yeah, I believe that covers all of the items in the game. Next, I will show you the GameCube version. Okay, I forgot to talk about this item, which is actually the Frag Grenade, but I wanted to talk about it real quick because I wanted to show you how useless it actually is. You'd think it'd be really good in a game like this. But yeah, I don't know if I use it wrong or what, but I just do not have luck using it. Like, I have to, like, use 2 or 3 grenades if I actually want to kill somebody. Like, let me try to show you right there. It's like right underneath him, blows up, and oh, look at that, it doesn't kill him. You know, I mean, it only took one more shot to kill him, but, you know, I mean, you'd think grenades would kill a little bit faster. But yeah, so those are the frag grenades, and that's why I didn't really use them. You know, especially in those gunfight situations, that's why I didn't really use them. That's why I just, you know, used my gun and, you know, tried to aim for the head. Yeah, look at that. Look at how much damage that did. I sat like right on top of that thing and it barely did any damage. I mean, it's... you just expect frag grenades to do a little bit more damage. Alright, and here I have the GameCube version. Yeah, you might be wondering why I have this one, and it's because before I owned a 360, I pretty much only ever played Nintendo consoles, which includes the GameCube. So, when I first played Splinter Cell, it was on the GameCube. It's kind of funny, I actually have my receipt in the whoops in my game case from when I actually bought Splinter Cell. Yeah, I just checked it really quick. June 15th in 2005 was the very first time I ever bought and played Splinter Cell. Well, actually not the first time I played it. I actually discovered it, I suppose, through a preview disc I got. It might have been through Nintendo Power that I got that. It had some game demos for Splinter Cell and Beautiful Joe and Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, you know, some stupid games like that. But this is the Abattoir Mission, so you'll notice it is a little different. Here's the switch object that, or switch that opens up those right there. I don't know if it's still bugged out in this version. I don't really care to try. I just wanted to show you what this version looked like. I also want to tell you some of the features that are exclusive to the GameCube version. Actually, but first I should tell you, you know, kind of get this out of the way, like obviously how bad this game looks compared to the Xbox version. I think I put him in a bad spot there. So you'll see this level is a little bit different. You'll notice, you know, as per Nintendo's, you know, game-making criteria, there's not pretty terrible anti-aliasing. One thing about this version, and I believe it's the same for the PS2 version, is, you know, you can't, like most of the lights here, you can't shoot out, which is really annoying. Most of the lights you cannot shoot out, so most of them have those gratings. So you really just can't shoot out most of the lights in this game, which was really annoying. And I think I noticed when I, you know, first played this game back in 2005, but I didn't really didn't really care that much about it. But yeah, after playing the Xbox version, that is one thing I definitely noticed. So many of the lights cannot be shot out. And I believe out of GameCube and PS2, I think the GameCube version was better. I'm not entirely sure on this. This is just from what I read online. I believe the PS2 version had a little bit more of a graphical cut than the GameCube did. So the PS2 and the GameCube version were both pretty bad versions of the game to get. So you can see here just like how awful this is. Like, you can see just how held back the graphics were, you know, cut down they were. Especially in the lighting effects, you can just see this, like there's no shadows on anything. Now in here you'll notice the landmines do actually, you know, flash, not quite as good as they do on the Xbox version. But, yeah, just remember this because there's something you'll see in Pandora tomorrow when I show that version on the GameCube. But one thing that was exclusive to the Nintendo version, Game Boy Advance Connectivity. So I'm just playing through this. So actually, I'm just playing through this level to kind of show you some of the Game Boy Advance connectivity features. I'm actually going to cut ahead really quick to be able to show you what that's like just a little bit better than I can here. Oh yeah, and another thing I wanted to mention is that when you get up to doors, it has the option to open it or use the optic cable right from the menu. So unlike the Xbox version, you do not have to go through your inventory and equip the optic cable or lockpicks to actually use them. It's just used automatically, which was one thing I thought was really nice in the GameCube version. You know, that way you don't actually have to like waste your time going to your inventory and equipping those things and then using them like they were an actual item. So this made it, you know, a little bit nicer to open locked doors and use optic cables. You know, kind of streamlined the whole thing a little bit better than they did in the Xbox version. And another nice thing is that when you use a keypad, it brings up the key code right at the bottom of the screen, which is really nice. Instead of having to, you know, go into your start menu and, you know, trying to remember it, it has it displayed right there, so it's really easy to get past those doors. Oh, and another thing. When there's ammo to pick up, it actually tells you what gun it's for. So instead of saying like 5.72 milliliter ammo, it just tells you like SC20K ammo. If there's ammo for your pistol, you know, it'll say like pistol ammo. You know, whatever that gun is exactly. It tells you what it is. Okay, so you guys might remember this pesky little area in this mission. I'm up here in the ceiling. But what I want to show off is an item that was exclusive to the GameCube, and you could only unlock it if you had your Game Boy Advance linked up to your GameCube. It's called the Sticky Bomb. Okay, my headphones just popped there. I'm making sure I'm still recording, but it's called the Sticky Bomb. And what you do is you can shoot it, and it creates like this huge wave that like concuss. Like almost that stuns everybody within its reach. So I'll show you what it's like here. You shoot it with the GameCube controller, but then on the Game Boy Advance you trigger it by pressing the B button, and it does that. And so it kind of stuns them, and you get your chance to knock them out or whatever. And apparently it also knocks out lights that can be shot out normally. I guess it will destroy those as well. And yeah, these are lights that can be shot out, so that's why these were destroyed. I actually didn't know that. I thought it just knocked people out. I want to show you the freezers because it's pretty funny how it looks on the GameCube here. Whoa, that was odd. It's not foggy, and now it is foggy. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and the GameCube version still has that same thing where it's like, even if a person doesn't radio in an attack or, you know, say something, just being alerted by itself is enough to alert everybody nearby. You know, even if they don't make a noise, even if they don't call anything in, it's like, oh, they saw you, the music starts, and everybody in the area knows that you're here. Which, yeah, this is really annoying. But yeah, this is the GameCube version, and I just wanted to show it to you really quick, show you that new weapon, the Sticky Bomb, and just show some of the graphical differences between the Xbox version and the other versions that were released on the other consoles.